Good morning. Noah's not feeling well today. He's a little sick, so I'm holding down the fort while he rests. Why is it always the guys who are getting sick? Today is going to be, I promise I'm taking good care of Noah. Today is Marvin's last day for the roof. It's been coming along nicely. Yesterday, we did have a little issue with the genoise on the house. The genoise that Manu built is too big. It's too thick compared to the original one that we have. And Noah pointed it out to me, and I wasn't sure really what was supposed to happen. But yesterday, I sent a text to Sebastian. He is Manu's boss, and he's in charge of the whole enterprise. Within 20 minutes, Sebastian came to the house to take a look at it. And first, he said it was Marvin's fault because of the measurements. But then, when he came to the house, he said, "Look, I'm really sorry. It was our mess up. So we have two options. We can keep it like this, because it's not the end of the world." He goes, "Or we're more than happy to redo the whole thing." So Noah and I discussed it, and we said, "Look, we just wanted to bring it to your attention, and we're going to leave it as is." Because personally, I don't think it's really a big issue. And look who mustered up the courage to show up today, even though he's sick.
I haven't been feeling good, everybody, but I think we're on the slow mend.
And now what are you doing here?
I'm draining these tanks, these water collection tanks, because a guy we met, Casey, said he would take them and put them in his house. I think they're ugly, and we don't want to be watering the stuff in the summer. We'll just let the stuff die off and then regrow.
It's a big mosquito trap, really.
It really is. It's a huge mosquito trap. We have this one, and plus we had to have all of these gutters put on here, and it didn't look good. So we're going to let this drain. They're going to come pick it up, and I have one more on the other side that we're going to take away as well.
And we have to decide, this is actually what I wanted to talk to you about right here. This step going up, forgive my shadow. I like the stone look. Now, we had Teddy come a couple days ago, and he says, instead of having stone right here, to do the same tile as that's in there. Have that tile on here.
Well, what I was thinking, I had a thought about it as well. Jenny came up with a great idea that instead of covering these in stone, what we would do is just put the
lime plaster
on all of these columns, the 4 columns. This one, this one, this one, this one, and the one single one on the front. But then we're going to put all of the stone out here.
Right.
And it might be nice to have the step be the same stone that's on the side of the house.
Right, that's what because it goes with the stone.
Right, but not this stone, because this is not going to be the same. But we'll wait. We don't have to take this off now. It might be close enough to where it's fine. But let's see. Yeah, I don't think the floor inside and out for us would look good. He says it looks very good, but for us, I don't think that's what we want.
No, I love the stone.
And it's great to get all these opinions from everybody, but again, we're the ones that have to live in it. So even if someone says it looks ugly, I don't care. As long as I think it doesn't look ugly, that's all that matters.
Oh, our poor plants, look at all this. This is our jasmine.
Yeah, we're going to take that all down because that becomes invasive and cracks the concrete.
Oh, but it smells so beautiful.
Well, we're going to have to take it down anyway, dear, to paint that or lime plaster that.
You know what? Philippe the gardener, when he comes in a couple of weeks, I'm going to ask him, because in the morning, I think it's springtime, when you walk out this door, even when you stick your head out the window, the first thing is this waft of fresh jasmine.
Nice.
I need that. Whew, that sun. This morning, it was freezing, literally below 30 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah, it was at 2, and I got to watch that temperature because if it gets to 0, I've got to turn the pool pump off.
And now it's hot. But look, everything's in bloom. Every season has something in bloom here. I did attempt to do some gardening today, and what I thought I was pulling out a weed was actually a flower.
The girl that comes from New York City might not be ready for gardening yet. You got to go slowly.
I'm ready, I'm learning. We came in here to the dining room to see the various places where Marvin has fallen through the roof.
1, 2, 3.
And then we started looking at this because the reason why he fell through the roof, I'll let Noah explain because he knows all the ins and outs of it.
So here in France, this is typical American how we would do sheetrock. Okay, we'd have the boards underneath, we would put the sheetrock up, we would nail it on, then we would tape it, spackle it, and paint it, and it'd be done. Here in France, they think this is preposterous because I guess the houses shift more over here, and they basically do like a little bit of a drop ceiling where they put these little things that hang the sheetrock lower than the ceiling. Whatever the case may be, we're going to take all the sheetrock down,
You would do this whole entire ceiling.
The whole thing, we're going to take it all down, we decided, and we're going to put wood paneling, not paneling, paneling is the wrong word. We're going to put wood planks, probably about 6 to 8 inches wide. Jenny wants to run the paneling because she's seen it sometimes where it's run long.
Counter to the beams.
Counter to the beams.
Yeah.
I think it looks better just because when I grew up, we did the same thing in my house and we had them run with the beams. So Teddy wants us to build a little small stone wall that comes out from here and makes this flush so that when he applies the stone to this, it doesn't go around this corner because it's very hard when it comes in this far to put little stones there and make everything look proper. You understand? Yeah. So he wants it to be all one level. And the same thing here. But it's not going to work because if we follow that up, you're not going to have enough of an overhang. So something's going to have to be done to, over here it can be done. See over here, you've got this big wall. These two could connect. You could just have a stone wall that goes from here.
Oh, with that stone wall right there?
Not a stone wall, a brick wall.
Yeah.
Like a concrete wall. Then when you go to put your stones on, you put your stones on and they would go right on level right here. To make it all the same, see right now the stone would have to go around the corner and then back into here.
Yeah, but we can build it up, like you said.
You can build it out.
Yeah, build it out.
Here you can.
Yeah.
But over there, because of the roof, you see the roof doesn't overhang very much. So if I take, let me get a board here, look. If I put this right against here.
Yes.
You see where that goes to?
Yeah.
Well, the stone sticks out. The stone sticks out this much.
Okay.
So it'll be bigger than the roof. That won't work.
But why couldn't we have built the roof out?
Because it all came together too quickly, dear. No one had any thought before this about this whole issue.
But we did. We spoke to.
No, but I didn't know. I didn't know that we were going to take all these off and replace those.
Oh,
yeah. So we're having to deal with things as they come now, unfortunately.
Okay.
So yeah, it would have been great if we would have built the house out over to here, but we didn't do that because we literally did this. We found the guys to do this the day before the roof was being taken off. So we're lucky we got this.
All right, so we have to make this work for us. It doesn't. You're saying to build it straight up?
That's what Teddy wants to do. He says it's not going to look right if it's uneven.
This house is so quirky. Nothing's going to look right. That's what's going to make it so special. Okay, they're going to be like, why is this there? Why is that there? But it's going to add to the. Something falling on me?
Yeah, stuff's falling down behind you.
Oh my God.
Well, what I was thinking that you mentioned that I thought was a good idea was we take all of this and we turn this into lime plaster. Then it can stay out. We build a nice square and it would stick out from the building. Nice lime plaster, nice lime. All the four things would be all lime plaster. Then this would be all lime plaster. This would all be stone.
Right.
All stone because we have the build out so the stone would come up under here. Mm-hmm. Stone, 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 stone. All that would be stone. This would be lime plaster. This would be lime plaster.
Yeah.
That's what I think because that's a good idea and that solves our problem.
But when you walk down these stairs, let's see. Walking down the driveway, you see the beautiful fountain, which will be on. You come over here and you're going to see this. So I want this entranceway to be very special. It has
beautiful
to be very fairy tale.
lime plaster shapes. I was saying maybe even make them round, but you don't like the round idea. But I would make lime plaster. So you have your nice 2 lime plasters, and then above it you have your nice stone. Now, if you want stone around the whole thing, we can do that. So you just have to decide if you want this to be stone or if you want this to be lime plaster.
The lime plaster will essentially look like this, like that. The ugly yellow wall there, just be a different color. Holy, oh no, it's a flood coming. Oh, nasty.
God, this water stinks. I'm so glad we're getting rid of those things. I mean,
it's like Black Death.
It is like Black
coming
Death.
At us. Originally, what I thought the whole front house was going to be stone house, and those columns would be the lime plaster. And I say lime plaster. What I mean by that is like this texture.
I would make them hot pink personally.
Noah wants to turn this little house into like
A dolly house.
exactly reminiscent of a
I
dolly
love
house.
dolly. No, the roof is coming out really nice. I'm very happy with the work they're doing.
This genoise does really give the house a whole nother appearance.
Yeah, I told you that this is...
Now, granted, let's tell the story about the genoise. Here in France, or in this area, the genoise is really determines your wealth. That's the old.
That's the story I've heard. I'm not sure if that's true.
Well, as it is, when I just met somebody else in the village, and I was telling them we were dealing with the genoise and putting that on, and he said, oh, "How many genoise do you have?" I was like, "Oh, we have one." Oh.
Yeah, one is for poor people, supposedly.
And
we've seen up to four. Four is big
the guy
bucks.
I was talking to, he said, you know, the really wealthy people have 4 genoise. I was like, that's what I heard. I said, how many do you have? That's what he said.
Well, this cost us 400 extra euros to sell.
Which is not a big price tag.
Well, but look how small the area is. If you had to do that on your entire house and you had to do 4 of them,
yeah, that's true.
That's a big cost.
The price adds up, and that's what I'm saying. We do have to pay attention to details because when you see your bank account being depleted all the time,
yeah,
you want to get something worth paying for. And so
yeah.
far, I have to say we've been very happy with all the work that's been done.
Very happy.
Teddy wants to do all stone, even these white columns, all stone.
No, he didn't say he wanted to do the columns. No, we've spoke about it from the beginning.
That
the columns won't be done.
That I still don't understand. This column's going to be partly stone or all stone?
It'll be all stone.
All stone.
This one, no.
Okay.
Yeah. Honestly, this one, I almost want to make this become round. Like a round pillar instead of a square edge pillar.
And again, why?
I was aiming over here.
Noah's camera work.
I want to make this rounder. I'd like this to be like a round pillar.
I'd have to visualize that.
Maybe we notch it like the ancient Egyptians. We have...
This house is going to look like a Mayan pyramid after we're done.
I think it's the small details that are going to really make the house pop. I have an idea. When we were in the town of, what was the town?
It was by Albi, by Toulouse.
And they have all of these gutters around the town that are made out of like...
almost like a porcelain.
Yeah, it was like a porcelain gutter. And it was beautifully painted. And then it came down the side, and at the end there was like a fish mouth or a dragon's head and all these different things. So if I add that beautiful gutter on this one area where we walk in, I don't need gutters there because the water comes right down on the plants and waters it. Don't need it above. But on this one area, if I put that nice beautiful gutter on there, not a plastic gutter, but a beautiful porcelain gutter that's hand painted, that I could probably get one of the villagers to paint, that will actually make the genoise look exactly like those.
I have to see about that because it's going to take away from the facade. I know Noah's itching.
You got to trust me on this one because I'm telling you that gutter was spectacular.
That's why we have to pay attention to the details.
Like when Jenny had me with the chisel in hand ready to chop off the chimney. Okay.
No, this is what happened. Okay.
Yeah, what happened was Jenny said, start chopping. And I was up there, I was climbing up the ladder to go do it.
I've always loved this fireplace over here. Teddy came, the first time Teddy came, and he said, why do you even have this fireplace here? It doesn't even work, and it's kind of an eyesore. Just take it down, take it down. So Noah, unbeknownst to me, literally, I'm talking to one of the other workers. He's already Noah's up on the roof, ready to hack down the chimney. So I was like, no. I want to keep it. Yeah. You know, there's really not much to the house right now, meaning the house isn't that big.
I honestly, and I'm not kidding, I thought that if we went up and we painted each individual stone a different color, maybe like 3 different colors, that would look really nice on there. Maybe all the people that comment the most on YouTube, I'll sign their names on each stone. I'll write your name on each stone as we go down. So everyone has a little piece.
It'll be the most eclectic house in all of France.
Now let's talk about this area because unfortunately the person who built this house, who did this addition, if you see it's like on an angle. So this part of the roof sticks out. It's supposed to go over to here and then down. We're supposed to only have a little overhang. I would have put more genoise on here. Yeah. Unfortunately, we have this monstrosity of just bare wood with 3 different levels, and to me, it's not the greatest craftsmanship. But that's because I've worked with wood, and this is not how I would do it. I would have my wood be the same size. If you look up top there, you see how the smaller boards are different sizes. That's not quality work. But
Marvin said
that-
he had to do that for.
yeah, I understand, but in America, we would rip the wood and make it the same size. This would never pass the muster unless it was being covered. And this is just open. So my idea, one of them, is, because there's a few ideas and we have to really consider this. My idea is to get some really nice thin copper sheets and cover the underneath in copper. I don't know if it can be done where it will look good or it'll be too rumpled and bent. We have to check that out. But if not, we're going to have to do some kind of wood underneath here.
Yeah, this is not going to have to. We can't leave this like this.
No, it won't be left like this.
No, but right now, this is the least of our worries. It seems like today's more of an exterior house day.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of energy coming off this illness, so I'm not doing a lot of manual labor yet. I'm trying to recover. Jenny poisoned me with.
No,
Jenny has an iron gut. I literally have the opposite. If something just touches me, I get sick. We were in Sardinia right before we came here, and Jenny always just drinks the tap water. Oh, it's fine, drink it, drink it. And I have a special bottle that I filter everything. And we went to this restaurant, and she said, the water's fine, just drink it. And I drank it, and I have been sick since. So.
My thing is always drink the tap water no matter where you go, minus the Middle East, okay?
Yeah, well, let me tell you something.
And then you build up an immune system. You can drink the tap water anywhere.
Listen, at 50-something years old, my immune system's not changing.
I drink out of the fountains
system I have.
everywhere.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I don't have it like you. Okay. All right, let's...
We're going to continue our work on this beautiful day.
Yes.
And until next time,
A bientôt.